Hi everybody, welcome back. Hope you have had a nice day and not too busy with work and all the rest of it. I had quite a few little meetings this afternoon online. They're amazingly tiring when you're on, on Google Meets or Zoom kind of meetings. Sorry, my phone's making a lot of racket. I think that's Tracy. Is that you, Tracy? Sorry, I'm trying to see behind my glasses. Oh my gosh. I just have a couple of messages from people. So thank you very much to the people that have already posted cards. It's lovely to see your I thought it was Tracy. It was lovely to see your creations online, and you've done a wonderful job. I love the colours that you used. Yeah, Alison, I don't know if you're here yet, but your really neutral kind of palette was really nice. And Andrea did the sunflower one, and she used some yellows and browns, and that looked really awesome too. Maureen's blue one was awesome. So great to see so many people giving it a go and trying out that technique. So tonight we've got a fancy fold card. I'm kind of looking at myself wishing I'd put my hair up, but never mind. It's a bit messy. So we've got a fancy fold card, and I will turn you around to have a look at the original one that was kind of the inspiration. I've only really ever done that one, this napkin fold, as a 12 by 12. Heidi, who's watching, has made one for me before, and it's turned out to be a really little one when it's folded up. So I've kind of gone in between, and we're doing an 8 by 8, which should fit into a standard, like the height of a standard size envelope. It'll fit. It won't be as long, obviously, but so I'll flip you around and put you in the cradle. I've got a new toy, and I've been playing around with it. I'm going to put my phone in it. It makes it a bit heavy, so it's clamped to a chopping board with a candle on the top. So let's hope it all goes. Hello, Maureen. Hello, Alison. Hi, Heather. So hopefully it doesn't all fall over on me when I put it in there, and I hope that it doesn't get too kind of wobbly for you. So I'm going to flip it around and get started. All right, so let's get going with this. And sorry about my hand. There we go. All right, so this is the one that I showed you yesterday that we did, and it pops out like this. When I went and told Matt that I was doing another one tomorrow, that you guys wanted the napkin card, he goes, oh, that's like the Sydney Opera House one. And I was like, what? But apparently when it all peaks up, it looks a little bit like the Sydney Opera House. So I had a little bit of a play last night after I finished and got all my measurements and stuff sorted, so hopefully you've had a chance to see them and have either got them ready or going to have a go with it tomorrow when the light's better, which is probably a good idea. All right, so the first thing you will need is a piece. Don't worry about the score marks yet. We're going to do that together. A piece of cardstock, which is 8 inches by 8 inches, and I'll just move that up a little bit. So 8 inches by 8 inches, and then you're also going to need a trimmer, a pencil. If you have a scoring tool, you can use that with a diagonal plate as well, or just the trimmer will do. That's what I used. And then some decorations for the front of your card. Let me move that out the way. And then over here I have got all of the other materials that we yeah, that's why I was up late last night getting it all sorted. Okay, so this is what the materials that we need for our card. So starting off with, you need a piece of matting which is going to go into the centre of your card here. So that piece is 3 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. I'm really sorry if you ladies work in centimeters. I just really find the conversion of that really tricky. But if you desperately want it, I will work it out for you and put up on my page. The second one, which is going to go on top of that, I tend to just go 1/4 inch down, so that's 3 1/2 inches by 3 1/2 inches. So we're just going to pop that to the side for now. Then you will need some DSP. Now I've got 3 different patterns because you're going to put the DSP is going to go around here. So I've got a pattern there, a pattern there, and a pattern in there, which actually, now that I look at it, I might not have cut enough. So we'll see how we go. I'm using the, oh crikey, what's it called? It's really pretty. Designer series paper, which is called Simply Elegant Designer series paper, and it's got some beautiful prints in it with the foils. There's another one there, so lots of really pretty designs. One side has got one side's all foil, so this one here is like a copper, silver and gold sheet. I don't know if you can see that one. And then on the back it's got some black and white designs. And then this one here is silver, gold and grey. And then on the back is this really cool leaf design. And this one here is the cream and gold with grey. And then it's got this lovely like a floral paisley, almost like a paisley swirl kind of thing on the back of it. All right, so one piece you are going to need is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, and then you're going to need 8 pieces. Now I've done 4 of each design because I wanted to mix them up. So I've got 4 pieces of 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. And in that design and also in that design. And then I started cutting it up for myself and I was like, oh, don't do that because you're going to need to do that tomorrow night. So this is one of the pieces, and so I've just started cutting it up. So you're going to end up with 8 triangles to go around because you are going to cut your square into triangle pieces. But again, we'll go through that whole thing. And then if you'd like a belly band to keep it all closed, I've put here just a 1-inch strip from the DSP that in my pattern. I've just cut it the width of the 12 by 12, so it's 1 inch by 12 inches. We may find that because our card is a bit smaller that we don't need all of it, so we'll see how we go. I'm guessing about 10 to 12 inches is probably where we'll need to be. So let me get this out of the way, and whoops, pop that over there. Let me know if you're going to craft along with us or whether you're going to watch later and do it. Because if you are crafting along, I can slow things down a little bit so that you can keep up. Hi, Andrea. Oh, hello, Marie. How are you? Hope everything's all nice and well in Tauranga. All right. You're crafting, Maureen. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so we'll start with our base. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to put your, either on your trimmer or on your scoreboard, and you're going to score all the way around here at 2 inches. So you're going to put it in, make sure that I don't put my cutting blade in there, put it in there at 2 inches. No, you can't see it like that. I know because I've already got it scored. Let me just get some stuff out of my way. So you're going to bring it in, you're going to set it at the 2 inch mark, make sure that it's nice and straight against the edge, and then you're going to score along like that, and then you're going to turn it around and you're going to score at 2. You're going to put it at 2 inches again, and you're going to score all the way, and then around there and there. Oh, nice, Andrea. I hope this. I hope you can catch up tomorrow and have a go at doing it. We just finished our dinner, so that was good timing. And there, so you should have done that all the way around 4 corners. Alison, I'd love to see it tomorrow if you are able to. And everyone else who's just watching, that's awesome. Sometimes it is easier just to watch first and then do it later when you can stop the video. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to need either a ruler or actually you could probably do it without a ruler. If you put your edge of your card on, you want to come down to 4 inches. So on my trimmer, I'm not sure about yours, but it's got a nice straight edge there that I can just line my cardstock up. And so at 4 inches, you want to put a little pencil mark. And you want to do that all the way around. Sorry, you can't see my trimmer. So at 4 inches, you're going to put a little pencil mark there.
Thanks. I added some stuff, but I'm not sure about sizes.
Okay.
So I just put random sizes.
Oh, I'll have a look at it later.
And
Plus my pencil.
Also,
Yeah.
do you want any extra sponge?
Not at the moment, thanks. Okay, so you're just going to put like a little tiny pencil mark there. And then you're going to do the same thing all the way around and put a little pencil mark. And back around here. There. Sorry for that interruption, ladies. My daughter is just buying some stuff on Warehouse for some essential bits and pieces. She also made apple sponge for dessert, so saving me some for later on. Okay, so once you have got your piece, your 4 inches marked in the middle there, you're then going to put your paper in, and what you're going to do is you're going to line up the score marks on each corner. So I don't know if you can see that. So where you've done your straight lines across, you're then going to join the edges of those score lines up to do your first score mark. All right, and then you're going to put your score down there and you're going to score across. Then you're going to move your card to where you put your pencil marks. So you're going to line up both pencil marks onto the edge of your scoring, of your, trimmer. And then you're going to score across there. So you'll end up with 2 score lines, one there and one there. Okay, and then you're going to turn and do the same thing on the other 3 sides. So you're going to pop it into the track, corners meeting there, score, move it up to the first couple, the first one is a little bit trickier, but after that you've got the other score line to match it up with as well. And you want to make sure you're going through that center piece there. Not like when I did a different card today, it didn't really work out like that. So it's important that you get that nice cross. So then over to this side, and you're going to score. Oops. And then you're going to move it up to your pencil marks. And then score. Then score. Oops. And then I can't remember, I've lost count of where we're up to now. And this will be your last one. Score. And then score there. Okay, so then you end up with something that looks like that. Obviously mine looks a lot more intense because I've already folded my score marks. Let's put my trimmer out of the way for now. So the next thing you're going to yeah, she's pretty good at making the apple sponge actually, Andrea. It's just the Edmonds one. The Edmonds book? Yeah, Edmonds book. So what you need to do is you need to score all of your score mark, and I like to do them both kind of ways. So you kind of breaking the fibers a little bit in the cardstock, which makes it a little bit easier to manipulate when you're trying to get it to fold up. So like so, and then do your diagonal ones the same. Okay. So you move across here, across here. and like that. So you'll end up with it'll feel quite loose and flexible, hopefully. All right, so that's our base. So we're just going to pop that to the side for a minute, and then we're going to start with our insert piece. I'm just going to stamp tonight. I'm going to use this stamp set called Tasteful Textures. It's got some cool little elements in there that just give a little bit of something different, not a really point of interest. I'm just going to use this stamp set here, this stamp there. And I'm just using my plain Memento Black. Oops, got some on myself. That was clever. So just make sure that you get a nice, bumping the table a bit, nice, good, even cover. Now, something to remember when you are doing this is when you open your card, generally, it kind of looks, it's more of like a diamond. So you could put it straight. It means that when people open it, because you're going to fold it in and stuff, they'll open it and it'll have like a bit more of a shape like that. Let it sit too long. So I turn my card onto a bit of a diamond shape so that I can get it kind of centered. And just pop that in the middle. Nice even pressure. Try not to rock your stamp and not press too hard so that you don't get that lovely outline out the back that then you need to have to find some embellishments or something to hide it with. All right, so I'm going to, keep knocking it. The new one's not as high as the old one, so sorry if I keep knocking you ladies. I will get better. Okay, so I'm just gluing this on. One thing that I'm aware of with this card too is that you don't want it to be too bulky. So as I said yesterday, I really love dimensionals. And I put lots of dimensionals on lots of cards. But kind of be aware that you don't need to do that, that you shouldn't really try to do that too much. So that's going to sit into there quite nicely. So I'm going to glue that in now. Okay. There's not really any right or wrong way, but okay, so now we're going to decorate it. So I'll just pop that to the side. And, actually, you'll notice that you've got two different size triangles. So that's why we have the 4 here. So this was our 3 3/4 square that I've cut. And so I've chosen the lighter vanilla to go in there. My cutting is not exactly perfect, but how's everyone going? Maureen, you all right? I'm not going too fast for you. So I'm putting the vanilla just kind of in there like that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put that down. So, this one is your square, and what you need to do is you need to put it into your trimmer and cut it on a diagonal, all right, so that you'll end up with 2 pieces like this. Sorry, I keep jumping ahead because I've already got the pieces done, which is a bit naughty. So you'll have 2, and then if you put the 2 together, I find the easiest way to cut this one is to line up this hard against the edge of my trimmer, and then work the point into the track of the trimmer. So then you should get a nice even center point that you've got that you can then glue down with. Okay, so just a little bit of glue over every bit. Be faster doing it this way, and then I don't have to wait for the glue to run back to the bottom. Must be running out because usually in my stand I don't have a problem with it, but it's taken a few minutes to get going each time. So I'll save time and I'll do them all. Oh, thank you, Marie. Just slow down just a tad, Maureen. Okay, I will, because the next ones I actually have to cut, so it'll be a bit slower. How long have we been going? 20 minutes already. Time goes fast when you're having fun, doesn't it? Right. So we'll leave those on there. So our next pieces are our 1 3/4 pieces, and we need 8 of those. So what we need to do is we have, move that out of the way. I've cut one already, and we're actually only cutting these into halves. So I had the piece like so, and then you cut it in half. So the move that out of the way. Right, so the best way to do that is to place each of the points into the track of your trimmer. It's a little bit tricky to hold it in place, so you kind of have to move things around, especially if you've got one of our new trimmers. It's a nice wide ruler, and just slide through the middle. Okay, so you're going to do that with all 4 pieces. Like so. Oh, lots of people watching. Hi Shirley, hi Shannon, hi Gary. Oh, you're back on track. Excellent, Maureen. I knew you would be. You wouldn't be far off. Okay. So now you have 8 little triangles. I know, I'm pretty sure I've got the right number now. 8 little triangles of those ones. I'm actually going to use this side on this one, just to kind of, so I felt the copper was just a little bit too much with the other colours. So I'm going to use that. And then the other one that I have, which I've got 4 pieces of. Hi, Shannon. Are you still at work, or is it lunchtime? What's the time over there? Shannon's in Perth, and so, well, not Perth, Western Australia. So quite a large time distance. She sent me a message the other day. It arrived at 1 o'clock in the morning here, and she's like, "Oh, it was only 9 o'clock in the morning over here." I was like, "Ugh." That's why I didn't answer you though. I was asleep. Hello.
Hello. When you walked past my charger, was the USB attached to
I
my
have it.
Oh.
I said I have it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's not like we haven't got lots of chargers in this house, but I will install hers.
I wasn't expecting it not to be there.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
That's all right. I'll give it back soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's our cutting for now. And the teenager is missing her phone charger. Hey, Debs. All right. So it's such a hard life as a teenager, isn't it? And you can't find your phone charger. So my plan, I'm just going to play around with this a little bit actually, is, no, I think I might go this way. Yeah. I think that is my plan. So I'll put that one there. That one down the bottom. Need to sort my frame out a bit. It's not showing everything. But hopefully the lighting's better for you ladies, because the new one is the new one has a ring light attached to it. Now this is where I think I'm going to be unstuck, and I'm leaving those blank. All right, so then I'm going to put these in here. Oops. Yes, see, I did do too many, but that's okay. You have the choice of maybe putting one in. I think that might be too many patterns. What do you think? Too many patterns? Let me know if you think it's too many, but I think it's probably a bit overkill. We'll see. Otherwise, yeah, I think that for my brain, that is a bit too many patterns. But actually looking through my phone, it's not too bad. It's good. You think it's good, Alison, with all those patterns? Not too many, not too confusing. All right, let's stick it down then. It's done. So all you need to do is, now that you've placed all your bits that you want and where you want them, then it's just a matter of putting them down and sticking them so in place. So we'll go through that. We'll do that as quickly as I can, because then I need to show you how to fold the card up. Oh, it's sacrilege glue on the shiny stuff. Never mind. Just have to think of who I might send this card to. I've got quite a stash now, and I haven't been as good as remembering to send them, although I've just started sending them to people for their birthdays, to family mainly, and some close friends, but postage is not cheap anymore. So, you know, I want to send them out or give them out. And now's a really good time, because it's what's better than when we're stuck at home and we can't see each other than on the screen or stuff, than having something that someone has put some time and thought into about you and sending that away. So I'm sure that if you've got any friends or family that you haven't seen for a while, or that you haven't talked to for a while, that sending something like this would be lovely. And I'm pretty sure it'll fit in a standard envelope. Oh, there we go. See, it is running out. Actually, just on that note, ladies, I am putting an order in tomorrow morning. I'm low on some glue and stuff, and some other ladies have asked for some bits and pieces. So if you would like to order anything, please let me know tonight so that I can confirm the total, and we can have all the money transferred and stuff tomorrow morning, so that I can put the order through. As far as I know, we haven't had any updates that I can see about no shipping at the moment. It's all kind of open, which is different to last time we were in level 4 lockdown. They weren't letting anything into the country. So which one am I doing? Lost track when I was talking. Because of the shape of this, you want to make sure that you do get it in the corners so that it doesn't start to peel off or get knocked off. Because all of that work, you wouldn't want it to fall apart while someone's opening it and looking at it. Also, if you find that the space in the middle isn't big enough to write your lovely message, then you can always put a piece, another double set like that would look really lovely, or just the vanilla size piece on the back of the card. And when I've glued everything down, let's just double check that. I'll show you what I mean. I love this Tombow, but if it gets out the sides, it goes sticky everywhere. Right, so you could put another piece on the back here that you could write your message on. Okay, so that is our decorated card. Actually, I'm not pretty pleased with that. It looks a bit much in my face when it's a bit close. All right, so we need to fold it up. So just make sure that all your folds are nice and loose. Your diagonal folds and all of that kind of stuff. And what we're going to do is we're going to start on a diagonal like this, and we're going to pull up this side, and we're going to pull up this side, and you're going to push these two bits out so that it comes in like that. All right, so this part will stick up and it will come in, and you'll just push it down a little bit, and just with your bone folder, or if you haven't got a bone folder, just something that will push it down really nicely, nice and strong. And so that will, then you're going to do the same thing with this one. Hold that one up, bring this one up, and then just bring those two in so that these two pieces here come into the middle, and it forms a square on the top there. So I actually found it easier to fold it like in half like that. So like so, and then do the same all the way around, and then another one on that side as well, because it's really important that otherwise you don't get that effect when when they open it up. So so like that, and then this one is going to actually just fold backwards, so you're just going to press that down a little bit on that end bit. How are you going, Maureen? Not going too fast? Did I speed up again? Okay, and the last one here. So when you fold it in, it kind of, once you've done it a couple of times, it just really nicely pushes, when you push from a corner, pushes in, and it fits really nicely together like that. So you could just fold it over so that you've got your, it's like one of those games that the kids play, you know, and they kind of go like that, a little bit like that. I also find turning it over and pressing it down a little bit, pressing on my, with my bone folder along the edges, is really helpful at kind of keeping it together. So that's, and then we'll pull these bits out. So like that. Oh, that looks so pretty. Oh, and it's turned out that all of the shiny pieces are in the middle. Isn't that great? Oh, good. I'm glad you're keeping up, Maureen. I'd love to see what papers you used. All right, so I'm just going to put my block on that for a few minutes just to kind of hold it in place while we work through the rest. So the next part, or the last bit really, is the belly band. No, that's a bit much. So like I said before, I've cut a 1 inch by 12 inches. Now up to you. You could close it like that if you wanted to. If you're going to have a slip-on, slip-off belly band, and you could have a real surprise card then, couldn't you? You could have it like that, or you can leave it open. So it's up to you. And actually, looking at it now, it doesn't matter what angle you stamp it on. But I like the diagonal. I think it looks quite effective. All right, so to get your belly band, this one, the one that I showed you before was actually attached to the back of the card. So you could do that if you wanted to, which just means that you need to kind of glue it or tape it starting on the back. So if you're going to use that piece as a writing piece, I suggest that you don't glue it. It's just a slip-on, slip-off kind of a deal. And if that's the case, then you want it to be a little bit looser anyway. So you want to make sure that when you're putting it on, I actually like to do it so that the pieces meet in the middle. So if I hold my pieces in there like that, I get my strip lined up with my, not that it matters really, because you can move it. And I'll put it over there like that. Now see, I don't know if you can see that, but I've left it quite loose over here because you don't want it to be too, you want to be able to get it off. So I am actually just going to trim that about there. So that looks to be about 2 inches. So it was about 10. I was right. I'm just going to also, I've got a piece of, now I apologise, these are the old layering ovals. If you are, there are some new ones, but how big? So I'm just having a look here. That's probably quite a good size. Oh, that one. Yeah, that one's probably better. So I'll do that one as my grey, and then I'll do that one. Let's do a plain one. That one to sit inside. So I'll just move this out of the way. So I've got a piece of basic grey, which is the backing on my vanilla, and a piece of vanilla. So I'm just going to bring in my little Stampin cutter, which is there. Let's see. I don't know how well this is going to work. I'm going to stand up to do it because it'll probably fail miserably. Alright, so I'm going to put the grey at the back, so I'm going to use my scallop one for that. So just put the plates on there and push it. Oh, yay, it's working. Except it's slipping on the table, which is typical. And I'm trying to do this in a hurry, so I don't want to hold you up too long from your families, especially if you have children that are wanting your time, or even just relaxing if you've been working all day. I know that can be pretty full on at the moment if you're working, so that. Okay, so let me just move that out of the way. Okay, and it's basic grey. So I'm just going to grab another stamp out of those away. Don't need those. Another stamp out of here that I'm just going to put on the front. And that one, or that one, that one, no. And you're the best. Alright, so that one and that one. Great thing with our blocks, they're double-sided, so you can use stamps on both sides. Okay, so we're going to start with the basic grey ink that I've got matches this cardstock here, and I'm just going to use this little square. I'm going to stamp off and then just stamp really softly to create a bit of a background so it's not completely. Doesn't help that I've got this other stamp on here. I couldn't see it very well, but that's okay. It gives just kind of a bit of texture, so it's not a flat kind of card, and the stamping off just gives you a lighter, as you can see, I forgot to stamp off there, gives you a bit of a lighter Hi Susie, nice of you to pop in. I see that you are a friend of Marie's. Thank you. Alright, so let's just check. Should be. And if not, our paper is magic too, and you can turn it over and use the other side. Here, no, I don't like that. So I am going to turn it over and use the other side, just like magic. Alright, so then I'm going to put some of our dimensionals on the back. Like so. Oh close the stamp pad, Kelley, before you put something in it, like your hand. And then we're just going to pop that on there like that. Bring in our belly band. Now, the secret to doing belly bands is having them all together when you close them up. That way you know how thick to have them, or how thin that you need to have them. Like so. Remember not to have them really excessively tight either. I'm going to pop a couple of dimensionals on here. Sometimes when you do these cards like the 12 by 12, you will have noticed that the belly band didn't go all the way around. And ribbon is a really good way of doing that. But what the other